This room, orange to white, so we could bloom. All our friends smile as they walk up the stairs. They say, I feel so at home in here. We were held by this house through the ups and the downs, and it's where we held each other, scratching floors, slamming doors, and then a patching up. This is where we built us. She asked a question by the tulip tree, the one our son met years later. It was December, so the flowers were gone, but when we leave, they'll be back to greet someone. We were held by this house through the ups and the downs, and it's where we held each other, scratching floors, slamming doors, and then a patching up. This is where we built us. Floors and slamming doors, and then a patching up. This is where we built us. This is where we built us.
Hey friends, I need to restock our seasoning for our tacos, and this is from the Southern Taco. This is called Southern Taco Seasoning, and the only thing that I'm not putting in is cayenne pepper. It calls for chili powder, smoked paprika, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, salt, brown sugar, and dried oregano. So I'm going to mix this up, and then I'll get out a container to put it in. So it calls for half a cup. We'll see if I got, this is a 1/4 cup measure. I'm just going to take all of my chili. I'll be going online and getting some more. So, and then my smoked paprika, I need 3 tablespoons. Of course, I can't get that out there. Just a second. We'll do it this this way. So let's talk about struggle bus here. It just doesn't want to come out. Just a second. Maybe if I shake it up. There. I would prefer that it went inside the jar, but it's not. So there's one. Two. Oh, three. Some would say measure with your heart, huh? All right, cumin. I am doing a pantry restock challenge, and that's what this is for. So once this is all done, my pantry would be well stocked with this stuff, because this stuff will keep for 6 months to a year. So my cumin, I need 3 tablespoons. So the sun came out today, and then it went away, and then we had snow, we had rain, and now the sun's back out again. Today is bread making for the week, and that's in the oven right now. Garlic powder. And that is 3 tablespoons. And I've been using all my measuring ones, so they're in the dishwasher. 2, 3. Onion powder is 3 tablespoons. So you can use this in all types of stuff. 1, 2, 3. And then if I had cayenne pepper, it'd be 1½ teaspoons, and now I need 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Two teaspoons of salt. And the last thing is, no, I got 2 more things. Let's do the dry oregano first. I need 1½ teaspoons of dry oregano. And then the last thing will be the brown sugar. So there's 1. And a half. Okay. Let me wipe that out so I don't get it in my brown sugar. We make our own brown sugar, so. And it takes 2 tablespoons. All right. So now all I'm supposed to do is mix it up and put it in a container. to mix it. I've got the container here. So this made 2 cups worth. And I could just dump it all into the jar and shake it up, but I want to get that brown sugar mixed up well. And it says it is a smoky sweet homemade taco seasoning made. It's perfect for tacos, soups, and easy weeknight meals. And you use 2 to 3 tablespoons per pound of ground meat. Boy, it smells really good. Is that mixed up? Okay, let me get my funnel. It was in the dishwasher. It's nice and hot. So I have a biscuit mix I have to try yet. I'm just cooling off the funnel because it was in the dishwasher. And that one is just flour and Crisco that you add to it and mix it up. It will be kind of clump. The Crisco will be like little bits of clumps. Not bad once you put it in a food processor or use your hands to mush it up. So I haven't done that one yet. I want to try on the biscuits. I want to try what they taste like. So let me get a lid. Now we use the pint jars and the ball jars, and you can actually at Walmart or Amazon get these screw-on lids. They're perfect because we do a lot of canning of our food, and once you pop the seal off, and if you have anything extra, then you put a lid on it. So this is what it's going to look like. And so I will just put a tag on it that says use 2 to 3. So what I will do is I will cross out the old one since I'm trying a new recipe batch. Taco seasoning, and I'm going to put 126 on top of it. So 2 to 3 tablespoons per 1 pound meat. That's really weird that it doesn't add any liquid to it, because sometimes you add liquid to it. So, because the other one you used 1/4 cup of water. So And I'll just tie that around, and I'll put that over where we keep our dry condiments like that. So, and there I have today's pantry restock done. Hey friends, Tuesday afternoon, and I am in the recliner, and I was going to record with my tripod stand, but the sun is just too bright in here. So I went and got my English paper piecing project that I started last year, and I got my tea. You would have saw that. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. So, but it's okay. But then Miss Nala has been so needy today. So needy. She just needs some loving, extra loving today. So they both got this new cat tower, and Mr. Simba has kind of taken it over, and she is not happy about it. She had that one before and was just fine, but now she wants the new one. So she's up on my lap, and I'm giving her some attention, and I'm not sewing. I started to sew. She'll let me sew. I can knit and all that stuff, and she'll let me do that. But anyways, the sun is now starting to come into my eyes. We have no curtains over there. That was one of the stipulations that Mr. Jerry said. We weren't going to have curtains, but certain times of the year you need curtains because that sun starts to set, and it's just right smack dab in your eyes. When it gets over there, then I will pull the curtain. But so for right now, you are almost blocking the sun out of my eyes. So Mr. Jerry's been out working on making coasters, and today's been a day of me just relaxing and getting things done that needs to be done. I have laundry that needs to be folded, but right now that's all going to wait because it's time for me just to enjoy my little kitty on my lap. You know, all the years that we've had cats, we only had one cat. Her name was Xoxo. She was a calico that loved to be on your lap. And this is now the second one. She doesn't lay on Mr. Jerry at all, but she's always been my cat. And at nighttime she crawls up on the bed and I lift up the covers and she lays next to me on my arm under the blanket, and then she's there for about 15-20 minutes and then gets up and goes down and lays by Mr. Jerry's feet. So but I always said I wanted a lap cat, but be careful what you ask for. But she will be 3 years old this year, and Mr. Symbol will be 5 years old. And I can't believe that we've had them since last year, July, when we rescued them. They were both in the same home, and there was a child, they said, that was severely allergic to them, and so they both came to the shelter, and so we took them. So, but you would have saw I started a new blanket. I've decided that I'm just going to crochet up lap blankets and throw them in a pile, and at the end of the year let whoever wants to go through take what they want, or they'll be donated. They might be donated. I did get that 6-day star one done. It took me longer than 6 days. And I got it to right where she said it needed to be. And I'll show you that on Friday. And then I did order the yarn for that patchwork crochet quilt looking one. And I just got notification that it's being shipped. So between those and then the blankets that I've been hand knitting on, the one that you would have saw earlier is called a flower design, and it has pearls in it, and it has where you crisscross to make that flower design. It's beautiful done up. Will I do it again? Maybe not, because I don't know. It just taxes my mind to remember which way that they have to go. And there's other designs out there. So, and I did get the Lion's chunky blanket done for my sister's hubby. I'll show you guys that on Friday also. And then I have one more. I have enough yarn to do a springtime lavender one, and that one's just going to be knitted. And just trying to think of everything else. Oh, we got on the garden front, we got the new seedling station all set up. And so excited over that, because every level has its own grow light, and it's going to be so much nicer. So that's all set up. It took Mr. Jerry probably a few hours to completely do it all. And then I did order a seed organizer to put all my seeds in there, and then I did pull out all my seeds a few minutes ago, and they're on the table with my garden book. And so I'm hoping tomorrow to sit down with you guys so you can see the layout of the garden plans and what I'm planning on planting in the garden this year, and I'm going to try to do some winter sowing on my flowers, that like my poppies and all that stuff that needs cold stratification. So I'm going to try to do that too. I'll, talk about how I'm going to do it. But for today, it's 43 degrees out, and then tomorrow it's supposed to drop down into the 20s. We're supposed to get, they say, a trace to 2 inches of snow. And then the weekend, the Arctic air is coming back, where the highs will only be a 14 or 16. So, but anyways, I'm going to close this out here, and thanks for stopping by as always, my friends. And I hope that you have a great day, whatever day or night that you are seeing this. And hopefully you are finding time to unwind and relax and just do what makes you happy. So, till we can meet up again, thanks for stopping by, my friends, as always.